Now on 4 News Now at 6, it's a weather alert day as powerful winds move through the region with gusts close to 70 miles per hour, putting fire crews on high alert. We have team coverage on what areas are most at risk and when the winds are expected to die down.
New numbers show homelessness is down in Spokane County, but many neighborhoods aren't seeing any improvement. What's driving the gap between the data and what people are experiencing?
And relief from the heat in Cheney will take you to the grand opening of the city's aquatic center.
I've been waiting for a while to get into the slides.
Why this $15 million project is about more than just summer fun. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
We begin with breaking news out of Okanogan County. Level 3 or get out now evacuation orders are in place for a fire burning north of the Omak Airport. Thanks for being with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Here's a look at the latest evacuation map. Anyone in this area shaded in red needs to evacuate immediately. Anyone in the area shaded in yellow needs to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. This fire just started a few hours ago, so as soon as we get another update, we will let you know. And fire crews have their work cut out for them with some of the strongest wind gusts hitting the area.
And because of that wind, our team of weather experts have declared today a weather alert day. We have team coverage tonight. Jason Valentine is tracking our air quality and where that wildfire smoke is heading. But we begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when our strong winds are expected to die down.
Well, we are right in the thick of those strong winds right now, particularly through that Okanogan area where a high wind warning is in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. And we've already seen wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. It is a wind advisory for the rest of the region, and that continues until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Here are some of the peak wind gusts we have had so far today, mainly from 2:30 in the afternoon on, including Omak. We've just seen this wind gust in the last half hour. 66 mile per hour gusts, 67 at Warden, 68 in Oroville, and so far 32 in Spokane and 28 in Moses Lake. Here's a look at our current wind gusts right now in Omak. We're looking at 59 mile per hour gusts, and they are coming from the north. So if that fire is north of the airport, those gusty winds are driving that fire in that direction. Our forecast wind gusts show things will calm down a little bit, but here's midnight and it is still quite windy across the region. By 7 a.m. we'll see some strong winds coming through the Purcell Trench in North Idaho, and then a breezy day tomorrow. Wind gusts more in the 25, perhaps 30 mile per hour range. Our red flag warning, fire weather warning is in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. 4 things to know about your weather. It's going to be a windy night with critical fire danger, areas of blowing dust, and add to that some isolated thunderstorms. I'll have an update on that in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Our strong winds are not doing fire crews any favors, especially as they change direction, potentially sending embers in the direction of even more fuels. One of the biggest fires we're tracking tonight is burning northeast of Davenport. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says more than 400 people are currently battling the flames that have burned a little over 9 square miles there. On your screen right now is a look at the most up-to-date evacuation map. Everyone in the area shaded in red needs to get out now if you haven't already. Investigators believe the Western Pines fire was human-caused. We're also tracking the Hope Fire burning north of Kettle Falls. This fire has burned about 11 square miles and is only about 8% contained. Level 3 or get out now evacuation orders are still in place for this fire. A shelter is set up at the Kettle Falls Middle School.
And all those fires are sending a lot of smoke across the inland northwest. Let's send it over to forecaster Jason Valentine now, who continues our team coverage tracking where that smoke is headed.
Thanks so much, Kirsten. And yes, we've had a little bit of smoke in the Spokane area, mostly from that Davenport fire, but that is going to be changing as we get into our evening hours. So right here is that Hope fire that we've been talking about. Also, we have another fire over near Omak, again, aside from the one that just sparked in the Canada area, and that is bringing more smoke into our region. So as we move into our evening hours, when the winds are expected to change their direction, like Chris said, coming in from the north, coming down towards us, we expect to see quite a bit of smoke, even in the moderate zone for the Spokane region, maybe leaking into Coeur d'Alene. Then the winds are going to push it just a little bit more into tomorrow. So we do expect to be working with a lot of smoke for the next 12 hours to maybe 18 hours. Again, all coming in from the north from that Hope fire. So current air quality, we are looking good, though we are almost surrounded by worse air quality. So if that changes, we're going to let you know immediately. But we're looking at more smoke in the region, and it doesn't look to be clearing anytime soon.
Thank you, Jason. And we send out those alerts with our 4 News Now app. You can turn on push notifications to get emergency alerts and updates sent straight to your phone all through this fire season.
Well, the family of one of the University of Idaho murder victims says they will not go to the sentencing hearing for the man who confessed to murdering their son. Ethan Chapin's family says they plan on honoring their son's life instead. Brian Kohberger admitted to killing Ethan along with Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, and Xana Kernodle in their off-campus home back in 2020. He changed his plea to avoid the death penalty and agreed to serve multiple life sentences without the possibility of parole. Kohberger is set to be sentenced on the 23rd.
Well, voters in Spokane will decide on joining the county's aquifer protection area, which it hasn't been a part of for the last 20 years. Spokane Valley and Liberty Lake have stayed in the protection area, which helps monitor the water quality of the area's source for drinking water. If passed, Spokane residents will have to pay an annual $15 fee on top of their property taxes for the next 20 years. People living in more rural areas who use septic tanks would be charged $30 per year. Derek Strom is live with all the details on what this ballot measure will fund.
Kirsten, if this ballot measure is passed, the city says it would have funding for infrastructure projects for stormwater and sewage, as well as maintaining clean drinking water for this area. But the proposed $15 annual fee comes at a time when voters are being asked to raise taxes for a number of other projects.
It's really about protecting our region's primary source of clean and safe drinking water.
Multiple cities in Spokane County will be asking voters to decide on renewing or joining the county's aquifer protection area next month. The protection area monitors the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer, which supplies drinking water to the cities of Spokane, Spokane Valley, and other jurisdictions.
This includes planning, infrastructure projects for water systems or sewering or stormwater.
The protection area has 51 different monitoring sites it uses to look at chemicals in the aquifer's water. It still shares that data with the city of Spokane, even though it isn't currently part of the protection area.
PFAS has been a concern recently, and other toxic contamination, both throughout the years, or things that are here now that we need to deal with, and then well into the future.
The proposed $15 annual fee comes as voters are also deciding on other ballot measures and initiatives that would raise taxes. The Together Spokane initiatives for Spokane Parks and Spokane Public Schools alone would raise property taxes for a median home by around $95 per year.
This fee has not changed since 1985, so we're really proud of that and the fact that we can continue providing these services at the same rates.
Now, the Aquifer Protection Area measure will be on the August 5th primary ballot. Those ballots will be mailed out later this week. Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, Millwood, and parts of unincorporated Spokane County will be voting on whether to renew funding for the protection area. Live in Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, still ahead, a case of mistaken identity in the manhunt for the man accused of killing his own daughters.
Why one hiker says he understands how he was mistaken for a murder suspect and why he's not letting it keep him off the trail. Tonight at 6:30.
And Spokane's newest competitive soccer team is gearing up for their first ever season. Coming up, why the Spokane Impact's head coach is the perfect guy to lead this unique team.
After the break, a new study shows that homelessness across Spokane County is down, just not on its streets. I'll tell you where and more from that study coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Cal Cars in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses, and now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical, easy as South.
If you're looking to add more elegance and security to your home, then check out the doors of possibilities from McVeigh Brothers. At McVeigh Brothers, they sell Therma-Tru doors with more than 300 different styles to choose from.
We're working for you.
At Northern Quest, it's easy to get distracted with over 1,500 slot machines, including 392 different slot titles, all competing for your attention. A sexy Roman god here, a magical owl wizard there. Whatever's going on here, it can be a little overwhelming until you realize our slot machines pay out $167 million in annual jackpots. You're not so distracted now, are you? Northern Quest, yes, the best.
Now that's Montana Sapphire from Phillipsburg, Montana.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
It's the All-American Sale at Brothers Flooring. Save big this week on American-made laminate and LVP. Plus, all military and veterans can save an additional 5% off during our All-American Sale at Brothers Flooring.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Well, an annual study in Spokane County shows an increase in street homelessness, while the number of people in shelters and transitional housing has significantly decreased.
Yeah, the 2025 point-in-time count shows fewer people are homeless in Spokane County, but some say they don't see the improvement this survey shows. Hunter Bertram is live with a breakdown of the results.
Yeah, Kirsten, well, this survey shows that across Spokane County, homelessness is reportedly down. But it's important to note this survey only happens 1 day a year, and the city says it's essentially to assess any gaps in needs.
On January 2nd, volunteers countywide surveyed as many homeless people as they could find. Seen here are the areas surveyed for those living on the streets, and this one for those in shelters and transitional housing.
And it helps us ensure that we're pointing resources in the right direction, but again, to the mayor's point, this is kind of a one-night snapshot.
This count showed a drop in the number of homeless people considered sheltered in emergency shelters and transitional housing, falling 500 people. However, the number of those living on the streets increased by just under 200. The survey shows homelessness is on the right track for what the city wants to see.
The improvements that we've seen over the last 2 years should continue as we keep building out this coordinated system.
Mayor Lisa Brown attributed the success seen in sheltered homelessness to improved coordination of transitioning individuals from emergency shelters to permanent housing through the new Navigation Center specialized site model. In response to the rise recorded in people living on the street,
We are making really strategic investments to try and address those who are unsheltered and make more meaningful engagement so folks have a place to go.
Also noted in this report is that both transitional housing and shelters are being used in Spokane County, with only about 16% reported vacancy the night of this survey. And the city did also note during our conversations today that just because we're seeing this decrease doesn't mean we've solved the solution. Rather, it's a benchmark to keep improving on. Live downtown, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
A strong cold front picking up our winds is also going to drop our temperatures for Tuesday. A high of 77, 85 is our average high now. Expect a mix of sun and clouds, possibly even a few sprinkles. The winds will pick up in the afternoon with gusts in the 25-mile-per-hour range. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely. From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
During July, Chevy drives America. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with around $8,000 in total value. That's 15% below MSRP. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andy's offers a wide range of top quality air conditioning systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andy's team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can stay comfortable with Andy's hassle-free installation service. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
Some breaking news just into the newsroom now. The Boundary County Emergency Management says all evacuation orders for the Clover Fire have been lifted.
Yeah, that fire is burning north of Sandpoint in Naples, Idaho. Fire officials say it's burned about 30 acres and is expected to be 100% contained by 8 o'clock. So some good fire news there. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now.
And Chris, while evacuation orders for that particular fire are doing better, all of these different fires that are burning in Washington and Idaho,
yes,
we got to keep an eye on it because fire danger is still high.
It is so high, and just a tribute to the skill of our firefighters that they were able to get that under control with conditions that really could not be worse. First of all, it has been hot today. Temperatures are in the 90s for highs over many locations. We did get to 100 degrees in Lewiston, 80s in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. We'll be a good 15 degrees cooler than that tomorrow as this strong cold front is making its way in. We're still finding the strongest gusts up at Omak, 59-mile-per-hour gusts there. They're coming out of the north. That's where this system is dropping down from. 25-mile-per-hour gusts in Moses Lake. We're in that 25-mile-per-hour range in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. 18-mile-per-hour gusts in Sandpoint. Here's a look at some of the sustained winds in the circle with the gusts, as you can see there in yellow. 23-mile-per-hour gusts in Coeur d'Alene, 25 in Moses Lake. We are still going to see our winds peaking later this evening around 7 o'clock in Spokane at 35 miles per hour. It's going to stay windy right on through sunset and beyond. And even early tomorrow morning, we could see wind gusts to 25 miles per hour before things calm down a little bit. Then they pick up again in the afternoon. Our radar right now, we've had a few isolated showers and thunderstorms along the Canadian border. A lot of those are moving north, but that is not the trend. Here's our forecast radar starting off at our current time, and we're going to see some of those thunderstorms circulating back in late tonight. Here is midnight with a chance of showers and embedded thunderstorms throughout North Idaho, mostly dry throughout eastern Washington. That That will continue through early tomorrow morning, and then may see a few showers even right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene tomorrow. It is a very slight chance. As I mentioned, it is going to be quite a bit cooler, especially in those areas where we do have a chance to see some showers. 71 in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, 77 in Spokane, warmer and drier for the Okanagan area, the Columbia Basin, the Waterville Plateau, where that cooler and wet air is not quite making its way, rain-cooled air not quite making its way your direction. Right around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, temperatures ranging from 71 in Spirit Lake to the near 80-degree range through much of downtown and Spokane Valley up into Meade. We are going to warm right back up after we cool down. We're above average Wednesday, into the 90s for the end of the week, and then cooling back down. Our only chance to see showers will be a few sprinkles tomorrow. Winds pick up again in the afternoon, and then it is sunny and hot through the end of the work week.
All right. Well, whether your ideal pool day includes fast-paced water slides or a relaxing float down the lazy river, the new Cheney Aquatic Center has what you're looking for. This project has been 4 years in the making.
Look at how much fun everyone was having. The community's been heavily involved in the planning process since the very beginning. Mary Sheridan shows us around this new facility during its grand opening.
Well, the Cheney Aquatic Center is already making quite the splash with the community here. People have been waiting a long time for this pool to open, and you couldn't ask for better weather for this grand opening.
I've been waiting for a while to get into the slides.
It's been well worth the wait. Can't believe the day's finally here, and so excited to see that after all the hard work and planning that the community came out in droves today, and looks like they're having a great time.
This project, estimated at around $15 million, has the handprints of the Cheney community all over it. From the zero-depth entrance all the way to the top of the 2 towering water slides. A donation from prominent local businesses.
The owners of Holiday Heating and Cooling and Moser Inc., like I said, best friends, and here they are sponsoring water slides and making that possible for children just like them to enjoy the facility like they did when they were kids.
Most of my friends come here, so it's like a good hangout spot. We've been doing like the ninja course and like the diving board and the rock climbing wall.
Besides the water slides and obstacle course, the center has a lazy river, climbing wall, and a diving board, all of which the city is eager to share with the Cheney community and beyond.
We have a number of free swim days that we're going to be offering the community, and we hope to just continue teaming up with local businesses and the community to make this accessible as possible.
Reporting in Cheney, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Getting a little sun, Mary, at the end there.
Well, still ahead, one Idaho man mistaken for a triple murder suspect.
Here for the man who got caught up in the manhunt for Travis Decker and why he says he understands the confusion coming up.
And some big changes are coming for students and parents paying for federal loans, why you might not be able to borrow as much, and what it could mean for your monthly payments.
And fewer people are buying and selling, yet home prices keep climbing. We'll take a look at what's happening in the market and what you need to know if you're considering making a big move. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by McVeigh Brothers.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
And the princess never felt the pee, as the Summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before? Never a mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then, Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Huh, never a doubt. See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
It's the Summer Splash Sale this week at Quality Spas at the North Division Y, where we take our popular Cal Spas made in the USA and mark them down as low as $7,995, with giant swim spas up to $3,000 off, and our super deep 6-foot swim spa up to $4,000 off, making it the perfect time to cool off or relax this summer with massive savings this week at Quality Spas in Spokane.
Life's just better in a spa.
One of the most iconic bands in rock history, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, bring the Rock Party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Well, it's been 5 years since the pandemic home buying boom.
Experts say many people are considering making a big move right now. CNN's Karen Caifa breaks down what sellers and buyers need to know.
Interest rates have pushed mortgage rates higher while home prices continue to climb in many parts of the country, leaving the housing market in a sticky situation.
The housing market's in a really unusual place right now. It's a strange combination of record high home prices and then very low home sales. And all of that's a hangover from the pandemic.
Bankrate housing market analyst Jeff Ostrowski says their research indicates more homeowners are hesitant to make a move.
The idea being they don't want to sell at a mortgage rate above 6% because that means they're going to have to go out and finance their next place at more than 6%.
Zillow senior economist Orphe Divounguy says overall economic uncertainty is rattling the market too.
Remember, when people are uncertain about the future, their future income prospects, well, they tend to sit on their wallets.
And affordability is improving according to Zillow's data, but remains stretched.
The increase in prices, the increase in mortgage rates in the past few years really means that the typical buyer today really needs a lot more to be able to get into the house.
That means first-time buyers may have to make some trade-offs.
Maybe it's a townhouse, maybe it's a fixer-upper, maybe it's a place in a neighborhood that's not your first choice. But definitely this housing market has forced first-time buyers to make compromises.
And while potential home buyers may be nostalgic for the low mortgage rates of the pandemic era, Ostrowski says they're unlikely to return anytime soon. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.
Well, when you buy a home, most banks will likely require you to get homeowners insurance. And just like everything else these days, the price of that has gone up as well. That's why I sat down with Lisa Lauderdale of Cheney Federal Credit Union to find ways to save on homeowners insurance. She says one of the best ways to save some cash is to shop around, not just for the best rate, but also the best coverage.
I don't just go with my agent who is also going to shop around for me, but I look at the independent agencies and what do they have to offer.
Lauderdale recommends avoiding small claims and considering raising your deductible in order to lower your premiums. But her number one piece of advice is to start saving now, putting even just $10 to $20 per paycheck into a savings account that's not easy to access in case those rates go up. For more ways to save on homeowners insurance, you can find this Money Saving Monday story on KXLY.com. Well, Coeur d'Alene has always been a summer gem for locals, but now visitors from across the country and even around the world are discovering it too.
How this tourism boom is fueling local business and what the city is doing to keep them coming back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
One day, maybe these were your people, or these. But maybe one day you noticed fewer people, which can feel different, but good. Because now, older, we decide what our people means, how we spend time, even who they are. Like us, our people are their own people. And our connections keep us active, sharper, and happier. Find ways to connect with people of all ages at findyourpeoplewa.org.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Celebrate Independence Day. Get 0% APR plus $2,600 total value on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $3,000 purchase allowance.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Winter Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Welcome back. We are continuing to track strong winds making their way across the inland northwest.
Those winds have fire crews on high alert. That's why our team of weather experts have declared today a weather alert day. So let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when those conditions might improve.
Well, they will slowly improve late tonight, but winds are going to be a concern right on through the start of the day tomorrow. But our red flag warning, our fire weather warning goes until 11 o'clock tonight for this area shaded in pink on your screen. That does include the Spokane area. In addition to that, we have a high wind warning until 11 o'clock tonight for the Okanagan Valley, where we've already seen wind gusts close to 70 miles per hour, have had problems with blowing dust and numerous reports of downed trees and power outages. The rest of the region shaded in tan on your screen, which does include Coeur d'Alene, but not Spokane. That is a wind advisory, and that goes all the way until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to see the winds picking up in North Idaho through the Purcell Trench later tonight. Here's our forecast wind gusts starting off at 7 o'clock tonight with those very strong winds coming in a northerly direction from into the Okanagan Valley. By midnight, we're seeing those winds really picking up through the Purcell Trench into North Idaho. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, still very windy in North Idaho, but we're starting to see winds easing across the region, and then a breezy evening tomorrow. Wind gusts commonly will be in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range. It's also going to be a lot cooler tomorrow. Meanwhile, this evening, the winds will be shifting, coming from the north to more of a northeasterly direction, and that may have an impact on our air quality and the direction of the smoke. And that is where Jason Valentine picks up our team coverage. Jason?
Yeah, and as we're looking into the evening hours, we've been actually very fortunate with the amount of smoke that has come into to our region. We've been getting most of it from the near Davenport fire, but we're starting to see more smoke coming into the northwest just in the last half hour. So let's take a look at what we can expect for the next few hours. We're looking at, as Chris said, winds coming in from the north, so pushing down. We've been getting it from the west, which has been pushing the wind, the smoke mostly away from us. But as we move along into the evening hours, we're going to see it punish us into the evening hours, most likely into tomorrow as well. So much more smoke coming into the northwest from all these northerly fires. And with that wind just continuing to push into tomorrow, just expect to see things changing a bit. So if you have some breathing issues, do take note. But again, smoke most likely coming in throughout our evening.
All right, Jason, thank you. We're also tracking power outages tonight. In Spokane's Indian Trail area, close to 1,200 customers are currently without power. Avista says crews are working to restore it. No word yet, though, on what caused this outage.
This summer, Coeur d'Alene is seeing a record number of tourists. These visitors are coming from all over the country and the world.
Our Madeline Mullins spoke to visitors about what's drawing them to this summer destination. She also spoke to locals about how the growing popularity is helping the local economy.
The secret is out.
I've wanted to come here for the last probably 10, 20 years, keep asking the man, and finally we got time.
The lake, the outdoor activities, the shopping and restaurants, all reasons why Coeur d'Alene is a bucket list destination for many.
I thought it's beautiful. It's great.
This lakeside city is bringing in a record number of visitors from all over the world.
Get a lot of out-of-staters, a lot of people from Canada, even across the country in Europe and Asia and stuff like that.
Visitors that are spending money.
Well, it's certainly a solid economic impact to our businesses.
According to the Idaho Department of Commerce, tourists spent over $1 billion on travel in North Idaho in 2023. That number, an increase to years prior.
Yeah, we've seen increases year over year for, gosh, the last probably 20 years.
And not only are visitors spending money at local businesses, but they are paying a tax as well.
We quantify kind of our travel numbers through lodging tax collected by the state of Idaho. And right now, fiscal year end, we're up about 2.5%.
And the money made from that lodging tax goes directly towards marketing for the city, which in turn brings in more visitors.
Coeur d'Alene has also become like a big hit spot. Like I've been seeing it more and more in my feed, and like not just social media, but in the news.
As Coeur d'Alene continues to pop up on people's social media and grow in popularity, the community is getting prepared.
Got about 3 to 4 hotels coming online, which again is going to increase those funds as those open up and we see more lodging coming in.
The city anticipating that this secret getaway is turning into a must-see destination. In Coeur d'Alene, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, here's a live look of I-90 in downtown Spokane, where you want to keep an eye on your speedometer because from Seattle to Boston, law enforcement agencies will be cracking down on speeding. The emphasis patrols will begin on the 20th and last through the 27th. Washington State Patrol says it's an all-in effort to save lives. WSP says speeding is one of the leading causes of deadly and serious crashes.
Well, right now, federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies are still searching for this man, 32-year-old Travis Decker. He is the Wenatchee father accused of murdering his 3 young daughters. Recently, investigators received a tip that a lone hiker who matched Decker's description was spotted at a campground at the Sawtooth National Forest in Idaho. Investigators eventually tracked down that hiker and learned it was not Decker, just someone who sort of looks like him. KIVI's Don Nelson spoke to the man himself about what it was like to be confused with a triple murder suspect.
If I can hold this up, can I beg I'm going to hold this up next to you. Now that right there is Travis Decker, a suspect in the murder of his 3 daughters over in Central Washington. There was 2 sightings of somebody who looked like him up in the Sawtooth National Forest, 2 separate parties, 2 separate days, same description. Turns out that was you.
Yep. Using only his first name, Nick says he and a friend went to enjoy the 4th of July weekend in the backcountry. After spending Friday night in the woods, his friend left on Saturday, and Nick decided to hike a bit further near Bear Creek in the Sawtooth National Forest.
So I took this fateful trip on my own.
Yeah.
Up the Bear Creek Trail, and here we are.
The first person who reported seeing a man who looked like Travis Decker said, "You didn't make eye contact with them."
You had sunglasses on, so there's no way in the world she would have known if you made eye contact with her, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair to assume.
Nick spent Saturday night in a different location, came home on Sunday. Idaho News 6 spent all day on Monday speaking with officials about the search for a man matching Travis Decker's description. Keep in mind, Nick was already at work on Monday morning in Boise. He really wasn't aware of the search until a friend said something.
Everything seemed normal until my friend that was up there with me sent me a text that said something like, "Bro, there's a manhunt. There's a killer that was in the campground with us." And he sent me a news article, and it described, and it had that photo, and it described a sighting, and this manhunt sparked off out of our campsite when we were there. Your instinct isn't to think that was me. So my first thought was, oh my God, we spent the night next to a murderer. That is frightening.
Nick called authorities, who in return called him back and asked if they could talk to him at work on Wednesday.
And we took up the conference room, and they friendly interrogated me for about half an hour. And it described me like the hair, the beard, the hat, the glasses, my earrings, tattoos, my shirt. The shorts were a different color. My shoes, the backpack, the location, the time. I was like, oh my God, they think I was that guy.
Nick wants to make it clear the people who called the tip line did the right thing.
In my opinion, I don't really look like the guy. Granted, they saw me from a distance, but just be careful, because this has been a little bit tumultuous for me and people around me, and disruptive at work. But I would encourage people to do that.
Fair warning, Nick plans to head back up to the hills this weekend, but he will be with his father the whole time.
What a mix-up.
Yeah.
Well, that was Don Nelson reporting.
Thankfully, he's got a good attitude about the whole thing, too.
Yeah. Well, it's been a busy week in baseball at the MLB All-Star break.
And one Seattle Mariner is locked in on one of the biggest global events in the sport, Jack.
Cal Raleigh, if you're watching just in the home run derby, he really can do it all. Check out the rest of the Team USA roster. He just joined, coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
Our remodels are made to look beautiful and made to last.
So we hand-selected products that are stylish and durable to create new designs for your bathroom. See them now at rebath.com.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
If you have plans, change them. The factory-supported Summer RV Show starts Thursday at the Spokane Fairgrounds. We've brought in hundreds of RVs from every R&R location for our biggest show of the year. Starting Thursday at the Spokane Fairgrounds. New travel trailers starting at $15,990. Clean used trailers starting at $99.99. All the nation's #1 brands represented. Save more on park and lot and one-off units. Sale prices clearly posted. Financing available. The Summer RV Show starts Thursday at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back and your safety check.
Whoa.
All at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox.
Qualified lessees can get this 2025 Equinox all-wheel drive for around $299 a month. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
ABC tonight, it's the 2-night Paradise event.
Heck yeah!
And the Goldens are finally hitting the beach.
They came to party.
They really came to party.
The Bachelor in Paradise two-night event starts tonight on ABC.
The mom whose year-old son lost his life when she left him in a sweltering car. She was inside a spa getting lip filler. What her mother-in-law is saying today. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Spokane Impact starts its journey as the first of its kind, a competitive soccer team for athletes with intellectual disabilities. Tryouts for the inaugural team begin tomorrow, and Sydney Berger shares why their first ever head coach is the perfect leader for this new team.
Mike Policio has the perfect blend of experience for his new role, an extensive coaching background in soccer while working as a special education teacher at Shadle Park. But it's not just his paper resume that makes him a great candidate.
I subbed 2 days in a row in a special education class, and I've been in many. But at this particular one, I asked the kids on day 1 what their favorite color was, and on day 2, I brought them balloons in that color.
It's that easy to make someone with exceptionalities feel seen, and that's the goal Coach Policio has with the Spokane Impact and the Inspire Soccer League, to give local players an opportunity to do something they haven't done before.
For players to achieve things that they never thought possible. That's the target. And if all that means is coming out to the tryout for some people, that's great. If all that means is going out to Knoxville and scoring 8 goals, that's tough topic, but if that's what your goal is, I want you to achieve that too.
The Spokane Impact will let athletes play competitively and travel to 3 other cities to play against their Inspire teams. Knoxville, Houston, Colorado Springs, and Spokane will each host a match beginning this fall. Though these 4 teams are heading into uncharted waters, Coach Policio says the similarities with teaching and coaching will help him navigate the journey.
You're leading the group as the teacher, but then you're like consistently pulling people off to the side and, hey, let's address this. Let's see if we can get better at this. And in soccer, you do a lot of that. So you lead the team, and then you pull a player aside and you ask them to do something different or correct something, or you give them some praise because they look like they need it. I imagine both those things are going to perfectly blend together with Spokane Impact.
Reporting in Spokane, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Such a neat story. Excited to see that tryout tomorrow. And Seattle Mariners star catcher Cal Raleigh continues his amazing season with a bid in the Home Run Derby right now, but will also represent Team USA as their catcher in the upcoming 2026 World Baseball Classic. The event is usually played every 4 years, the pandemic shifting the last tournament from 2021 to 2023, where Japan beat the United States to win their 3rd title. The other commits so far include New York's Aaron Judge, not surprisingly, also Pittsburgh Paul Skeens, and Kansas City's Bobby Witt Jr. And former Gonzaga legend Drew Timme has torn up the Summer League for the Brooklyn Nets over the weekend. The NBA world reacting to the big fella's 30-point performance last night against the Washington Wizards, sparking ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins to write, Drew Timme should be on somebody's roster getting quality minutes. Pretty good take there. The 6'10 forward's 26 points per game is second among all Summer League players, albeit with a small sample size. And stick with us in Sports on Nightside to hear from Timme after his performance. He's got some pretty great stuff to say. So it's pretty cool watching these guys ball out, because the Summer League, the pressure really can't be higher for these players desperate for a real NBA shot, or well, like Drew, just keep getting more of them.
I mean, and he showed well in the few games he got to play for the Nets last year, so somebody's got to give him a chance.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
All right, Jack, thank you.
Some big changes are coming to how students and parents will borrow federal student loans. These changes are part of the president's new spending bill signed into law earlier this month.
Let's take a look at some of the biggest changes you and your family need to know about.
The average cost of college tuition and fees at public institutions has risen about 141% over the last 20 years. Right now, nearly 43 million people have federal student loan debt, according to the U.S. government. If you're taking out a loan to pay for college, there are some big changes for students and parents.
You're not going to be able to borrow as much as you could in the past.
Michelle Singletary is a personal finance columnist at The Washington Post. She says President Donald Trump's Big Beautiful Bill overhauls borrowing for families. Under the Parent Plus program, parents will be able to borrow only $20,000 per year, or $65,000 total per undergraduate student in federal loans.
I've dealt with a lot of students and parents who have borrowed way too much for college.
Under the Repayment Assistance Plan, borrowers who take out loans after July 1st of 2026 will be allowed to pay based on income.
There's sort of a new standard payment, which will give people some people longer to pay the loans, which means their monthly payments will be lower, but you're going to pay more in interest.
Borrowers whose federal student loan interest payments were halted under the Biden administration will now have to pay that interest beginning August 1st.
That break is ending, and you need to get in contact with your loan servicer as soon as possible.
There are some other ways to get financial help besides federal loans. Some of those include scholarships, grants, and work-study jobs.
Here's a look at some of the peak wind gusts across the region so far. This is just since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Oroville and Warden close to 70-mile-per-hour gusts. We had a 66-mile-per-hour gust in Omak just about an hour ago. Also very windy in Brewster, but things a little bit calmer in Spokane and Moses Lake. I'll be back with a wind forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
It's time to seize your summer in a new Toyota from Finley Downtown Toyota. Whether you're camping out in a new RAV4 or pulling a boat with a Toyota Tundra truck, Finley is launching the most aggressive deals of this summer with incredible financing options and hot lease specials. So this summer, if you're looking for a new ride, stop by Finley Downtown Toyota and we'll show you some more choices.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers has been upgrading homes and making them beautiful. In this month, we're offering special financing where you can put no money down, make no payments, and pay no interest till 2026. McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Welcome to Olympus Living, where compassionate care meets vibrant living. Choose your independent lifestyle with our spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bath cottages or our tower apartments, offering 1 or 2-bedroom options with lovely views. Our independent and assisted living communities provide personalized support, private, beautiful surroundings, and engaging activities designed to enrich our residents. Here, your loved ones enjoy independence with peace of mind, knowing help is always nearby. Find out how we are reinventing retirement today at OlympusLivingSV.com.
We rent china, glassware, tents, barbecues, flatware, linens, dance floor staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stem doors, washers, stump grinders, saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z Rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z Rental, we rent everything.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a windy night. Those winds will die down a little bit, ease from the gusts that I just showed you before the break, but it is going to continue to be windy. Critical fire danger through the evening. Blowing dust, also a possibility. We've seen that up around the Omak area, around Moses Lake, some areas of blowing dust. And there's the potential for some isolated showers and thunderstorms as well, mainly over North Idaho and western Montana. Right now, it is a hot evening, 90 in Spokane, 90 in Coeur d'Alene. Sunny skies, have a few clouds in place and not much of a haze on the horizon, despite the fact that we have fires burning around the region. Currently, the winds mostly in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range for gusts. Moses Lake, the exception, at 36 miles per hour. But we are under a wind advisory until 11 o'clock tonight and will continue to have the potential for up to 35 mile per hour gusts. They'll ease, as I mentioned, slowly dissipating. Oftentimes, as soon as the sun sets, we lose our daytime heating. Our winds almost come to a complete halt. This is not the case this time with this cold front. 30-mile-per-hour gusts still possible through about midnight. Tomorrow morning, 25-mile-per-hour gusts, and then they will pick up again a little bit in the afternoon. It is cooler air pushing its way in, and our temperatures will drop about 15 degrees. Our highs around the Spokane area in the 70s in all locations. We do have some 80s as we zoom further out, and even 91 in Lewiston tomorrow, but 71 in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. And you can tell by this map where we have the chance of showers from Kalispell through North Idaho and the central panhandle up into the Spokane area and the Northeast Mountains. The rest of the region where you see those 80s and 90s should be staying dry and breezy. Your planning forecast: gusty winds tomorrow with a high of 77. Calmer weather, and we're warming right back up again in the forecast. Around average Wednesday, back in the 90s Thursday and Friday. And it looks like our temperatures will moderate a little bit for the weekend, but the only sign of precipitation in our forecast is that slight chance tonight and tomorrow. Kirsten.
All right, thank you, Chris. And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup on this Monday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses, and now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Water is an essential part of our everyday lives. It's important that Spokane acts wisely to preserve our precious water resources and not waste money on evaporation and the need for supplemental water infrastructure due to a burdened aquifer. Please avoid watering your lawn between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and limit watering to under 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. If we all do our part, we'll keep our river flowing strong, even in times of drought.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. The value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. You get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Well, we are continuing to track breaking news out of Okanogan County. Level 3, meaning get out now evacuation orders are in place for this fire burning north of the Omak Airport. Anyone in this area shaded in red needs to get out now. And in the last few minutes, we have learned that a shelter has been set up at the Omak Seventh-day Adventist Church. This is still developing. We are monitoring this fire. We will update it on KXLY.com. And on Nightside, of course, starting at 11 o'clock.
And here's a look at our current wind gusts and that Omak area down through the Waterville Plateau into portions of the extreme western Columbia Basin continue to be where we find the highest wind gusts. 55-mile-per-hour gusts in Omak. Those firefighters have their work cut out for them.
No doubt. Stay safe if you're near any of the wildfires burning in our region.
And like we said, KXLY.com will have the very latest information and Nightside at 11 o'clock. Thanks for being with us.